Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Number 85, on return.
Strong right. Strong
Over.
Here we go
now.
3-19.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now. 56. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Strong right. Strong right.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Two tights.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3 Leopard.
Undercrutch.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Watch left. He's tight right there.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. I got 15.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down near the 48-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
4 down.
3-19.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
85.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down following the run.
Strong right. 3 down.
Now let's go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go now.
We got 3.
319.
We got 3.
319.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
319.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bus stop.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch the out.
Now let's go. 319.
56. Mike,
319. Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
All right, here we go.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
All day. Just like
Possible
that.
run
Just
anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Green 39. Leopard. Detroit now. Detroit. 319. All right, now look at 56. Lucky. All right, now look at 56. Green 39. 56. Green 39. All right, now look at 56. Lucky.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Oh, a little 360.
Oh, man.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We got double tight. Double tight.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got three.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Let's go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And some room to roam now. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2 tights, 2 tights. Hey, boys, we got 4.
Now let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Double tight, double tight. Hey. 4 down,
Now
4
let's
down,
go.
4 down.
3-19.
And to give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Just a little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. A middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go.
That's
Blue
what I'm talking
landing.
about. Nice hit, boy.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight as Ringo.
All right, now look at 56.
Ringo.
Now let's go.
Hey, we got 3
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 46. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Looking to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's brought down.
tight, double tight. Double tight.
Over here, here we go. Over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go. Green 39. Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Alert. Alert.
Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319.
Hey. Alert. Alert. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The completion to Riddick. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end.
All right, here we go.
We got 3.
On first down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
3 down. 3 down.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that you just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
51 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Patriots! Over! All right, here we go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Tight right. Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Watch left.
Hurry up, here we go.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Waters. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Now let's go.
3 down, 3 down.
Mahomes now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end.
Over. Here we go. Leopard.
We got 3 down, but we got to stand up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Double tight, double tight.
Now let's go. Green. 3.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Gun.
Shift, watch the shift.
Mahomes going to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Double tight. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it, Leopard. All right, here we go. Gun. No. Check. Patriots. Here we go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Watch it now, Barney.
Tighten up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Yeah, baby.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Give him 30 yards there. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Here we go with 2nd and 7. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Mahomes to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
We got Ray coming, Ray coming. Bill, watch out, watch out.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
319.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. Big hit.
Second down following the run.
We got double tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort,